Hey guys, so here it is, my most anticipated anime and gaming statues. I just realized that I don't have much anime statues on pre-order, so to make a full top 10 list, I had to combine the anime statues with my gaming statues just to make it. Anyway, before we start the list, just some housekeeping. If you love anime and gaming statues unboxing, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out when I do unbox the statues listed in this video. I also do Marvel and DC Comics unboxing most of the time, but hopefully I could be able to do more animes and gaming. So to begin the list, we have a gaming statue from the Final Fantasy IX game. I put her at number 10 is because I'm just not a fan of the character and obviously haven't used her that much when playing the game. But this is Freya. But I do want to complete the FF9 line and I do think the sculpt looks pretty good, very consistent with the rest of the line. And I can't wait for them to make a new Vivi and of course Amaran. Next is we have this Kid Buu. I'm slowly buying villains from Dragon Ball Z, at least those I know anyway. I've only been able to watch Dragon Ball Z up to Cell actually, but I read about Majin Buu on manga or whatever they call their comics back then. I opted for the simple base because I wanted my villain collection to look simple. Next is most likely my favorite gaming character ever, Sephiroth. This is my third Sephiroth statue and will most likely stop pre-ordering or buying Sephiroth statue from here on out since I think I already have too much. Well, this is actually a diorama with Cloud. And speaking of Cloud, at number 7 is we have the Cloud. Both of them are actually part of the Final Fantasy VII line I am collecting from the studio. I already have their Vincent and Red 13. Very consistent sculpt, I'd say. All of their Final Fantasy characters look fantastic, but I do wish this is more of a museum type pose for Sephiroth and Cloud to match the rest of the line. And finally, the last gaming character that will be on the list. He is from the Final Fantasy X game. I'm quite psyched they started with him as he's one of my favorite characters in that game specifically. Can't wait for the studio to show more FF10 characters. Down to the top 5 and we have another Dragon Ball Z villain, Cell. This actually came out from a different studio as the Kid Buu, and I do love their bases more than the other studio. I opted for the simple base on the Cell, didn't go for the big one so I can stay consistent with my villain line which have simpler base. Great sculpt for sure and I can't wait to have this guy in the collection. Next is we have Piccolo. I think this is probably the best Piccolo you can get right now in the market. Piccolo isn't a villain but used to, but I still opted to get him on a simpler type of base. I only want the Saiyans to have the bigger, more elaborate bases. This statue is actually ready to ship already. I don't know which batch I am in. Hopefully soon. I want him to arrive already so I can do more Dragon Ball Z unboxings. So we have Majin Vegeta. And it's always my favorite version of him as it's kinda reawakened his villainous nature in my opinion. Anyway, can't wait for him to arrive. At number 2 is we have this Super Saiyan Goku Namek. To me, this is a very iconic scene in the show, or probably the most iconic one, definitely, since this is the first time Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan. I think this will ship somewhere this year, hopefully, so definitely looking forward for that. Lastly is this Gogeta. I do have the studio's Goku UI Ultra Instinct, which looks amazing. So I'm expecting this to be just as amazing as that. I want all the Saiyans in my collection to be produced by this studio specifically. I know I'm quite late to collecting Dragon Ball Z and there are a lot of grails that have passed by, but I can't wait to add more this kind of statues to my collection. So that's the end of the list and those are actually all my anime and gaming statues on pre-order. What do you guys think of the statues listed here? Let me know in the comments below. Consider subscribing to the channel for more gaming and anime statue unboxings, fun art statue news and updates. Thanks for watching till the end. This is Carl and see you in the next one.